This slide introduces Kevin Andrew Lynch, an American urban planner who focused on how people perceive and understand cities. He studied at Yale University and MIT, and later became a professor at MIT. His work mainly explored the relationship between people and their urban environment. His most well-known publication, The Image of the City in 1960, explained how individuals form mental image of cities through daily experience. This idea became the foundation for understanding urban perception and design. This slide explains the concept of the image of the environment. It refers to the mental image that people form based on what they see, experience, and remember in a place. This process helps individuals to understand and navigate their surroundings more effectively. In addition, there is the concept of public image, which is a shared understanding among a group of people. Although each individual may have a slightly different perception, there are common elements that overlap. Image formation is strengthened through repeated experience and familiarity with a place. Therefore, the clearer the image, the easier it is for people to recognize and move within the environment. This slide highlights several important supporting concepts. First is legibility, which refers to how easily a place can be understood and organized visually. A legible environment allows users to navigate without confusion. Next is imageability, which describes how memorable and distinctive a place is. Strong visual elements contribute to a clearer mental image. The observer role emphasizes that users actively construct their own understanding based on experience and movement. Lastly, the focus of this theory is mainly on the physical form and spatial structure of the environment rather than social or cultural aspect.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Amira Fatifariha binti Ali Syukur. I want to talk about the chapter 2, which is three cities. What is three cities? It's about Boston cities, Jersey cities, and the Los Angeles. So I want to talk about Boston City first. So what I cut from the Boston City is Boston City have an organic and irregular urban layout within narrow, inconsistent street. Strong historical fabric, layered and complex spiritual structure, rich nodes and landmark. So Boston developed organically without a strict planning system, create a complex street network that can be confused, especially from a first-time user. However, the city compensators taught the strong landmark, historical building, and a more memorable space, helping people build a mental image. So the second one is Jersey cities. Jersey City have a clear grid system, straight vertical street, regional planning, repetitive pattern, limited visual variation. So Jersey City's great map navigation is simple and efficient. However, the lack of the variation and landmark result in people can have a weak mental image. User can move easily, but they don't strongly remember that place. So the third one is Los Angeles. So Los Angeles have a large-scale urban sprawl, car density, low density development divided into the district, its extensive road network. So Angeles is vast and dispersed, make it hard to understand. As one university, people rely on highway and major road is part, and understand the city thought district like Hollywood or downtown read that a single concentrated structure. Move forward. This is the element that I got from the Boston City. So based on the legend beside, the pink color and the orange color to edges. So pink color is more major edges like highway that usually people use, and the minor edges like secondary highway that people use. And then the yellow and the green color is for the nodes. So the main nodes is major nodes is yellow color at the church, public park, and the river. And the second one and the minor nodes is at the park, at Pierce Park. And blue and purple color is for the district. Major district here is residential, and the purple district is for commercial area like that. So major landmark, I use star shape for star shape at the Old North Church, New England Aquarium, and the Charles River. At the second one, I use a red circle for the minor landmark. The first one I use I've marked at Institute of Contemporary Art, Museum of Science, and another institute.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Adila Natasha binti Sufyan, and today we are going to talk about the city image and its elements. So first of all, it has parts, edges, districts, nodes, and landmarks. In urban design, the public image of a city refers to a shared mental picture formed by people, where individual perception overlap to help user navigate and understand the city physical form. So firstly, parts. We have walkway at Boston, street at Jersey City, canals at Amsterdam, railroads at Los Angeles. So the special features is width or narroways, activities, views, and scenery. So the parts characteristic, it makes parts easy, and then parts have a clear direction and landmarks. Second, edges. We have here rivers and walls. Edges important is edges help organize by a city structure, and strong edges create a clear city image. So example, rivers can act as edges. Wall can form boundaries. Third, districts. We have residential area and commercial area at Taiwan. So district characteristic is a strong identity or theme, and they can have a clear boundary and blurred boundaries. Example, commercial area and residential. They are recognized by building states, by activities and people. So people feel like they are inside of the city. Fourth, we have nodes. It's for example junction and gathering areas. So junction, place where paths cross, like crossroads or stations. And then place where people gather, like gathering area. Importance of nodes, which is help people decide where to go, become focus area of activity in the city. Example, road interaction, transit hubs, and public square. Next, landmarks are visible reference points in a city that people can see but unusually do not enter. They include buildings, town, and signs. Landmark features have a unique or standout design. And type of landmarks, we have distant landmarks, which is seen from far, city skyline. And the second, local landmarks, seen up close, like KLCC. Next, element of urban design, we have signage, lighting, parking, landscaping, service area, fencing, building materials like colors, texture, building articulation, transportation, and public space. So parts connection nodes. Districts contain landmarks. Edges define district. and no element exists alone. Next is image structure, which is not that exact map and simplify, sometimes destroyed. People organizing image structure by using parts, landmarks, and regions. So, type of mental maps, which is parts, grid, district, and landmarks. First, parts based on movement roads. Second, grid based on patterns. Third, district based on zones. And lastly, landmarks based on the points. Where's the point of the landmarks? Lastly, image quality, which is good city image is like clear, organized, memorable, and strong image to easier navigation of the area and for the people.
This is element in the Los Angeles that I got from the legend. They have a landmarks, nodes, residential district, commercial district, edges, and the park. So the main here is a residential district. So what I got is I got 4 landmarks there. At the residential area have a 3 and commercial area have a 1. And not, of course, at the main residential and at the at the shopping complex area. And the edges for divide residential and the commercial area. And the last one that I got is a park. Parts I got that the main part that people use. So I use the pink color.
Hi, my name is Fatin Nabila. Today, I will be presenting about urban design, focusing on how city elements shape people understanding and experience of a place. So firstly, paths are the most important element in shaping the image of a city, including streets, walkways, and routes. For a good design, paths should have a clear direction so users can navigate easily without confusion. They should also have continuity, meaning the routes feel smooth and visually connected. In addition, each path should have a distinct character, allowing users to differentiate between areas such as commercial and residential zones. However, common problems often occur such as streets looking too similar and confusing intersections. To solve this, designers can use landmarks, signage, or visual elements like trees, lighting, and building style to improve navigation and create a clearer sense of direction. Besides paths, there are also other important elements in urban design, which includes edges, districts, nodes, and landmarks. Edges act as boundaries like rivers or highways that separate areas. Districts are spaces with a shared identity, while nodes are focal points where activities are concentrated, such as junctions or squares. Landmarks are distinct, visual reference points that help people orient themselves. All these elements must be clear, recognizable, and well connected. If they are too random or disorganized, it becomes difficult for people to understand and navigate the city. Next, a good city form also depends on several important qualities. This includes singularity, where elements are unique and memorable, and simplicity, so the design is not overly complex. Continuity ensures that elements are connected, while dominance creates a strong focal point. Other qualities include clarity of joints, where intersections are easy to understand, directional differentiation, where different directions feel distinct, and visual scope, which provide good visibility and perspective. This quality help improve imageability, making the city easier to understand, remember, and navigate. Finally, a city should be perceived as a complete and connected system rather than isolated parts. People should be able to understand the overall structure and relate different areas to one another. This can be achieved through a clear hierarchy, consistent patterns, and strong connection between districts. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, hi. My name is Cik Wan Natasha Yasmin binti Cik Muhammad Rizwan. So for the next topic will be metropolitan. It refers to the structure of a large-scale city. Main challenge is the city is too large, so it is difficult to visualize and understand. So for the solutions, first, divide the city into clear districts. Second, use transport networks to organize structure. Third, create major nodes and landmarks. Fourth, even large city must maintain a clear and readable structure. Moving to another one, the process of design. The first steps in urban design is need to understand the existing image. It is how people perceive the city. The second one, identify problems such as confusion with identity and many more. Third, strengthen structure and identity. The fourth one is improve connections between elements. It is important to check if design is not static, so it continuously evolves over time to adapt to changing needs and conditions, and therefore it should be flexible and open-ended to allow future growth and transformation. The next one is Chapter 05, a new scale, seeing the city as a whole to make its structure clear and meaningful. The first one is city image at a larger scale. The whole city should be understood as one clear and complete image. The second one is challenge of modern cities. Modern cities are complex and fast-changing, making them hard to understand. The third one is lack of large-scale design focus. Urban design often focuses on small parts, not the whole city. The fourth one is need for strong structure. A city needs a clear structure so people can easily navigate it. The fifth one is meaning and identity. A city should reflect its culture, history, and environment. Lastly, for the conclusion, a good city isn't just built, but it's felt and remembered. Through paths, edges, districts, nodes, and landmarks, the image of the city shows how urban spaces becomes clear, meaningful, and easy to connect with. In the end, great design is about creating places people can truly understand and belong to.